So Dennis, I want to hear more about these UFOs that you've seen. Were they out the Carolina Beach area? Is that where you saw them?
Exactly. Yeah. The first one I was fishing.
What exactly did you see? Describe it.
Let me tell you the story. I'll tell you. I was fishing on the pier. It was 1, 2 o'clock in the morning up there at Cure Beach, Mercer's Pier, I think it is, right in the middle of Cure Beach. And I've been out there all day fishing. And I don't know if you know where the Towers is. It's a hotel / apartment complex, about 8, 9 stories tall. It looked like it came out from behind that ball of white light, and it went from there all the way down to the other pier at the north end of Carolina Beach. And when it got down into that pier, 2 helicopters chased it out to the ocean. All right, that was my first one, and then they came back.
Did you hear any sound from it or anything?
Nope. All right, that's the first one. The next time I seen it, I was fishing again, but I was over at that place where I show y'all go fishing all the time, was the Riverside, right there at Snow's Cut Landing. And I was sitting there, and I was about to pack me a bowl. Actually, I had the bowl packed, and I was getting ready to fire it up. And then again, it was late at night, 1, 2 o'clock in the morning. I was there by myself. There's a lot of condos and shit over there behind that shit. And I was like, I just felt like something was, somebody was looking at me, man. I felt like I was being watched. I looked all around and didn't see shit. I looked up in there, because some of them assholes got like telescopes and shit on their balconies and shit, so they could see you. But I looked up there and didn't see nobody. I know. I don't know what made me look up, but I looked up, and directly over my head was a sphere of light, just sitting there. And when I noticed it sat there for maybe another 10, 15 seconds, and it seemed like it was drifting a little bit. Then it started speeding up a little more and started climbing. And with a period of like 5 to 6 seconds, it was fucking gone. And there ain't shit in our arsenal that moves that fucking fast. Right. With no fucking sound. Did you see? I don't give a fuck if anybody fucking believes me. I seen what the fuck I seen. I wasn't fucking hallucinating. No, what did you look? It was a ball of light. If it was the size of a Volkswagen, it was probably 200 feet above my head.
200 feet? That's pretty goddamn close. Where you can almost jump up and touch it.
You can jump 200 feet, bud.
Well, think about 200 feet.
That's real, bro. And that ain't even 10 feet. I don't know what you talking about, but
it's not. My point is, Dennis, 200 feet. That's pretty fucking close. That's a very small distance.
If it were the size of a Volkswagen, that's where it was. But it could have been any size, and I had nothing for reference as far as the distance and size. So I'm not saying a Volkswagen is pretty fucking small. If it was the size of a beach ball, it was even closer than that. But if you ain't got nothing for reference point, you can't tell what size it is and how close it is. There's nothing but a ball of light over your head.
Dennis, I want to ask you a question. You read into a lot of this stuff, so you hear about all the stories of people being
abducted. No, this motherfucker don't believe shit unless I see it.
Oh, no, listen.
If I haven't seen it, I'm not gonna believe it. But this is shit I've seen, and I believe it.
So I want to ask you. You seem to be. You do a lot of research on the alien stuff. How do you feel about all the shit that people say when you hear the stories of people being abducted by aliens and being anal probed? Do you really think that fucking aliens come from light years away just to explore our assholes?
Actually, I haven't heard any reports where they talk about anal probing. That is just some fucking shit I've seen in comical movies that are spoofing on the shit. But they do have people who've been fucking abducted, like Barney and Betty Hill. They were abducted and they found fucking chemicals on their clothes and all kinds of shit. It was physical fucking evidence from their fucking abduction. The government just came out with that damn shit where they're talking about. They have these fucking aircraft. They have shot them down or recovered them, and they reverse engineer them, and we got them. Okay, that's what our Area 51 was all about. Bob Lazar talked all the fucking about it, and he even said that they had 9 of the motherfuckers. That's where Bob Lazar worked at. This is a dude back in the day before he went to working for him. He had a fucking car. They had a goddamn jet engine in there. He was a fucking engineer.
51 was not started for alien research. It was started for military aircraft research. That's why a lot of people back in the day used to think that they would see.
I'm gonna stop you right there. What would you call a vehicle that they reverse engineer? Where the hell would it be flying around at?
You do know jet engines were being tested for many years.
They take all the way back to fucking World Wars, dude. Yeah, I know.
Yeah, so I mean, to say this Lazar that had a car with a jet engine in it, that's not uncommon. They were messing with that shit for years in jetliners.
I didn't say that there wasn't people who knew jet engines before this dude. I didn't say he invented jet engines. I said he took a jet engine and put it in a fucking car.
Put a jet engine in a car. They put jet engines in many things. They've been tested on trains, cars, trucks. They use a jet engine. How do you think a helicopter is propelled? It's not by the rotors. The rotors just keep it afloat, but it actually has a small jet engine built into a CH-47. Chinooks, Apaches.
That's all. I'm gonna call bullshit on that. Not all fucking helicopters got what you're talking about. Some of them fly just on their fucking rotors and their fucking tail roll. And I can actually break it down in the physics of it and explain how it works.
But I would like to see you do that. How do you think? Hold on, listen, Dennis, before you go off on your tangent,
I'm not going there.
How do you think a helicopter is propelled forward?
Rotors and gyroscopes.
The rotors fucking tilt, you tard.
Yeah, rotor tilt.
They tilt.
Yeah, they tilt. There ain't no fucking jet engine on fucking like your news coppers or you fucking police coppers. The ones that have the jet engines you're talking about are fucking military. So back the fuck up with that bullshit.
Dennis, you're getting a little hostile now. I didn't say you were wrong. I'm asking you a question. Shut the fuck up for a minute, dude. You're not always right about everything. God damn.
I'm not about this, goddammit.
You do that? Okay, so now you're a fucking expert on helicopters. Enlighten us, Dennis. Give me an average fucking speed. You ever been on a helicopter? Any helicopter at all? I've been in many. I jumped from the motherfuckers. Tell me how a helicopter.
That makes you fucking know all of every fucking thing, buddy.
How do you think a helicopter is propelled forward? The ones that move pretty fast. They use a jet engine. I didn't say all of them. I said helicopters use a jet engine. Generalized statement. I didn't say 100% of them. Some of them have very small motors in them, but they are not reaching speeds that they do just from the fucking rotors. Look at the exhaust systems that come out of the sheet metal on the side. There's an engine in there. That's what propels the rotors, the tail rotor. A tail rotor makes the helicopter move.
Spinning fucking around in a circle is what a tail rotor does. That's all the fuck it does.
Exactly. Stabilize it.
And it's flown with pedals, just like a fucking airplane has got.
Okay, can I settle this right now? No helicopters to date use jet propulsion. They do, however, use turbine engines to power their rotors.
Well, turbine is the correct term. I use jet engine because
turbine. But they don't use that as a propulsion system. They use it as a means of driving the rotors.
Right.
Now, don't tell him that shit, man. You're wrong, fucking Jordo.
I'm reading this right from ChatGPT, man. There's no helicopters that use jet propulsion. Listen to what I'm saying. Jet propulsion. As in the jet does not move forward. using the jet exhaust, like a jet would.
Like a assist.
They use that jet motor to run the rotors. And it's the rotors that give it forward momentum.
With the tilt of it.
Yeah.
Forward, hover, all that shit. I say
Correct.
jet engines. It's technically turbine. You are correct on that. I misworded it. I use the word jet engine, but it's not a jet engine.
We knew what you meant. But as for the helicopter moving, it's done with the movement of the rotors, not an actual like propulsion
Bob
system.
Lazar's car did fucking run on a jet engine, though.
Don't always try to argue everything. I'm giving you the opportunity to actually educate people, Dennis.
But now you're sitting there mocking me, and you're
I'm not fucking mocking you. I asked you a question that this guy claimed to have.
With the fucking shut up, I got you moment. You don't know shit about helicopters. Jet engines is how they fly. I heard all that. I know everybody else heard that. Maybe you didn't hear that, but you said that.
You fucking asked for it.